Hey folks, this is Gord the Fuzzy Cook Guy here today. I've made some lemon buckwheat brownies with a lemon frosting on top. Um, it's something different. It's using buckwheat flour, so it's a gluten-free product, grain-free. It's not in the wheat family, so it's good for celiac people, diabetics. It has some great health benefits. So here I'm going to show you how I made these. Here we go. Thank you. So here's the finished product, what it looks like. This is the lemon buckwheat brownies. So I've started off with um, 1 cup of melted butter here. There's a cup of buckwheat honey I've got, um, 2 eggs, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1.5 cups of buckwheat flour, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and then I'm gonna get all this together. So I'm going to take the honey here shortly and add it to the melting butter. So I'm going to scoop all this buckwheat honey in. So I'm using buckwheat honey with the buckwheat flour to add just a little bit more flavor. Buckwheat is quite healthy for you. It's not in the wheat family at all. It has no gluten in it. Has no grain in it. Um, Studies have shown that buckwheat products have helped lower cholesterol, triglycerides, and even blood cholesterol levels. So it has a lot of health benefits. I've been playing with buckwheat flour for the last little while, trying to come up with some different recipes with it. I've come up with some nice cookies with them. I'm going to try and do a banana bread with the buckwheat flour soon. I've made some interesting muffins with them too, buckwheat blueberry muffins. They turned out really nice the one time when I tried them. Um, Buckwheat is made from the buckwheat groats, and they just ground them all up. Um, Buckwheat is loaded with all kinds of minerals and vitamins. It's enriched with vitamin B, plus minerals including magnesium, zinc, iron, copper. So it's good. So I just mix baking soda with the buckwheat flour so I can incorporate it later. Um, Buckwheat flour is also high in protein, so if you need a protein diet, it's buckwheat flour is also a complex carbohydrate, which helps manage blood glucose levels. So there's all kinds of different little health benefits with using buckwheat. It's not widely used in the States or in Canada as much as it is in Europe. Russians use this a lot in all kinds of stuff. You can make noodles with this, pancakes, all kinds of stuff. It's a tasty product. It's a little bit nuttier flavor, more earthy tone flavors. It's not like flour at all, so it's got flavor to it. So I'm just going to incorporate this honey and the melted butter together. It's going to take me a couple minutes to do this, so be patient. It's going to come together nicely. Just stirring it all up, make it look nice. I'm trying not to do this too hot because I need to incorporate the eggs into it, so I just need to cool it off a little bit after I'm done here. It's starting to come together nicely here. Blend it all in together. All these butter lumps out. Yay. So much fun melting these together. But it starts to look really good. Oh. So it's almost melted now. Just about done. Keep stirring it up, trying to get it all blended together. I'm using buckwheat honey to get rid of the sugar. I use a lot of honey in my baking. I find that you don't need as much honey as you do sugar content. So Oh, we're almost done here. A couple more lumps here. Shut the heat off because it's just about done. The rest of the heat from the stove should finish it off. Oh, just a bit done here. All nice and blended together nicely. Almost looks like a caramel sauce here almost, but it's not. I get all my honey from a local producer. It's all raw honey I use. So now I'm going to throw this honey and butter into the bowl. Scrape it all out. Let it cool for a couple seconds. For a bit. I don't have it super hot, but alright, now let me get rid of this frying pan. Wait a couple seconds here. Let it cool off for a bit. Alright, now I'm going to whip it up just a little bit, make sure it's all blended nicely. Help cool it off a little bit more by blending it against the sides. Good thing about stainless steel, it helps cool off things quickly. Now I'm going to take the eggs, just whip them up a little bit. And I'm going to incorporate the eggs in with the honey and the melted butter. Get this out of my way. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of lemon juice here. I'm also going to add some lemon zest to this. I add the lemon zest just to add more flavor to it. I just love the flavor of lemon in this. Alright. I incorporate these for a bit. Stir it all up. Yay. I'm going to mix the baking soda in with the buckwheat flour. And then now I'm going to incorporate it into the butter, eggs, and everything. Whip it all up. Fold it together. The other thing with buckwheat flour, you don't want to overmix it too much. They claim that it turns like a cement if it's overmixed. I usually just mix it just enough to blend it all together, and there we go. That's just about it. You don't want to mix buckwheat flour up too much. It's usually the last thing I always add to my ingredients is when I'm cooking with it. Okay, so this is all getting nice and incorporated. Looks good. Scrape the sides a little bit more. Alright. Now I have a 9x9 pan that's already been lined with silicone paper. I just sprayed it a little bit with avocado oil just to help out. And I'm going to scrape all this into the pan. Oh. I have to grab my little spatula here to scoop everything out. Level it all out. Come on, spatula. Okay, now I'm going to use the spatula to scrape everything out. All that beautiful gooiness out and spread it out. Get it all nice and lined up inside this 9x9 pan. I usually just take the spatula on the edge to make sure it's all going down in the corners. The oven's preheated to 350 degrees, so it's nice and ready to go. Oh, I get the last little bit off. Use the good old fingers. Oh well. Alright. Now she's ready to go. She's going to go in the oven at 350, nice and hot. And it'll take about 20 minutes to 30 minutes to bake this. So I'll be back in 1 minute with the final results. Oh, I forgot. I need to make frosting first. So I've got a cup of icing sugar here, and I got some lemon juice still left over, so I'm going to put a little bit of lemon juice in here. Oh, might be a little too much lemon juice. Let's see. I'm going to add the rest of this lemon zest to it, give it more flavor. Incorporate all this together, whip it all up. Oh, doesn't that look good? Almost want to eat it the way it is, but it's for the cake, so for the brownies. Oh, I think I'm a little too thin here. Yep. Give me a sec, I gotta grab a little bit more icing sugar. Be right back. Alright, now I put some more icing sugar in here because it was a little too thin. And just mix it up. There, this looks pretty good now. So this will go on the brownies as soon as the brownies come out and cool for about 15 minutes or so. I put it on while it's nice and still warm. Yeah. Hey, this is what it looks like after it just came out of the oven. I've spread it out. Take the wax silicone paper off the sides. Now I'm going to transfer this to a plate and cover it with frosting. So this is what it looks like. I've cut a couple pieces off. Nice glaze on top, nice and dark. The darkness comes from the buckwheat flour, makes everything darker. Tastes nuttier and really nice. Enjoy. I did. Talk